All right, we live.
What up?
Yeah, going to share this screen, get it going. I'll be talking about the power of focus today. I think this is a powerful topic. Then we're going to close out 2017 and go into the new year. We got to be focused.
That's right. Got to be focused regardless.
We're going to share this live stream and some groups and stuff like that before we get going, and give also a chance for some people to hop on. Give some people a chance to hop on. Welcome, Ricky.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh yeah, man. Definitely about to get ready to share some value. So make sure y'all share this broadcast on your page, share with your friends, invite your friends, share with somebody that you know that can benefit from this topic. You know what I mean? Because we all need to understand the power of focus, especially going into the 2018, going into the new year and stuff. So feel free to share this broadcast. Let's get as many people on as possible.
Absolutely.
So, hey, at the end of the day, we here to bring value.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yes, sir.
We'll get going over the next few minutes. Give some more people a chance to hop on. Give some more people the opportunity to hop on. Get going in another few minutes. All right, so we'll get going in a couple of minutes.
Yep. Okay.
Appreciate it, love, Cherie.
Cherie, what's good?
Absolutely. Couple of more minutes. So 5:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Sanette, welcome. Welcome. We're going to get this show on the road over the next couple of minutes or so. Give a chance for some more people to hop on. So we just sharing the video around. We're going to be talking about the power of focus on this live stream today. Some very valuable information. Closing out of 2017, we're about to ready to go into the new year. So I think this is a perfect topic to talk about the power of focus around this time of year. So if you know anyone else that'll benefit from this live stream, feel free to share this around. Let's get this thing packed out.
That's right.
Let's get this thing packed out. What's going on, Lakeisha? What's going on?
Billionaires in the building.
Absolutely. Rise of the 1% family. What's
What
going
up,
on? Sanette, Lakeisha, Ricky. Like I was saying, for you all that's just hopping on, we're going to be talking about the power of focus. We're closing out of 2017. We're about to get ready to go into a new year, 2018. So we definitely feel that this is a very powerful topic to speak on. And by the way, we're reporting live from the Rise headquarters. So if you ever hear the Atlanta in the Buckhead area, feel free to drop in. No, you got to schedule an appointment. But feel free to reach out if you're here in Atlanta, the Buckhead area, especially if you're an entrepreneur or business owner or you're involved in marketing. We always like to connect and network. So feel free. Chris Brown, okay. Welcome. So are we at 5:35 p.m. Eastern time? Yes, we are. So let's get this live stream going. So once again, welcome. My name is Gerald Bass. I'm actually the creator and founder of the Rise of the 1%. And I'm here with Mr.
Antonio, entrepreneur, Millhouse, social media director for the Rise of the 1%.
Absolutely. Glad to have you over.
Oh yeah, man. Likewise, man. It's been an honor and a privilege, brother.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man. Anytime G invite me on, man, it's always an honor and a privilege. So anytime we connect, I'm telling you, you're gonna get some value before you even hop off this broadcast. So make sure you stay on, because you don't want to miss what we're gonna share with you. Because you can only get one thing that we may share out of this broadcast that can easily and automatically change your life around just off of one thing. And of course, you know, my brother, he'll tell you that, but we'll talk more about that. So I'm gonna let him do his thing. So go ahead, bro.
Okay, awesome. So what we're doing today, like I said, we're talking about the power of focus. Welcome, Coraline, by the way, as well. We are actually talking about the power of focus today. So what we're gonna do like a Antonio Millhouse versus Gerald Bass live stream today. So basically what's going to happen is Antonio's going to ask me a few questions about the power of focus, and then I'm going to come back and ask Antonio a few questions about the power of focus, and then we'll answer any questions from you all that you may have about the power of focus. Absolutely. So that's what's going to take place on this live stream today. So you ready to dive in?
Let's get it.
All right, awesome. So you're up first. You can ask me whatever you want to ask.
All right, perfect. So my first question to you is, why being focused is important, especially going into the new year, or even in general, period?
Okay. Well, I can tell you this. So going into the new year, you know, around this time of year, everybody is setting these goals, or they setting these New Year's resolutions or things they want to accomplish in 2018, right? And here's the thing here. When it comes to you accomplishing any type of goal that you set out for, it all comes down to the ability to be able to focus, right? When it comes to any type of goal that you're looking to set out for. So most of the successful people that I study, because I'm always like reading a lot of books, I watch a lot of documentaries, I mean the whole nine, and most of the successful people I know that have accomplished any goal, they always say it boils down to one thing, and that's focus. That's right. I actually had heard a story about Warren Buffett visiting Bill Gates' house. His mom actually invited Warren Buffett over to eat dinner at their house. Warren Buffett didn't even, well, actually not Warren Buffett, Bill Gates didn't even know that his mom had invited Warren Buffett over to the house. But when Warren Buffett came and Bill Gates walked to the house, he was shocked to see Warren there. And when they sat down at the table, Bill Gates' mom said, if you all can basically identify one thing that's led to both of you all's success. Both of these guys are multi-billionaires. They built multi-billion-dollar companies. She said, if it's one thing that you all can say that's attributed to you all's success, what would it be? And they said, focus at the same time. Wow. They both said focus at the same time. So, of course, if you all don't know what focus stands for, it stands for focus on one course until it's successful. Right? A lot of people, they're scatterbrained. They're working on too many things at one time. Bitcoin is hot right now, so a lot of people want to hop into Bitcoin. Everybody wants to trade Forex. Everyone wants to hop onto this new opportunity, that new opportunity. But that does not necessarily all the time really lead to massive success. The people that I know that have become massively successful, whatever they do, they focus on one thing. They focus on the vital few and not the trivial many, right? The vital few things that's going to lead them to that end goal and not the trivial many. So they can easily weed out distractions, right? Anything that's not going to set them up to accomplish the core goal, they automatically turn it down. Period. They automatically turn it down. And so if you want to be successful in 2018, to answer Antonio's question, I definitely recommend you really identifying that one core goal that you're looking to accomplish, and you identify the few things that it's going to take for you to accomplish that goal, and just focus on those few things every single day and not focusing on so many things at one time. That's what I would definitely recommend. So if you really want to be successful, you got to learn to focus. That's what I would say.
That's powerful, man.
Right.
So, I mean, great response. I mean, I'm quite sure the viewers got some value from that. So my next question is, how do you focus? Like, how do you focus on a day-to-day? Like, you know, you get up early in the morning, you know, you do your daily success routine. Like, how do you focus? And when did you identify that focus? And when did you realize that, you know what, I need to focus? Like, when did you have that aha moment when you say, you know what, let me just make some changes in my business. I need to focus. Like, how did that all came about, and how do you apply it for yourself in your business and even in life in general?
That's a great question. Great question. So for me, I would say, once again, it comes from studying people who are in the place that I want to be at.
Okay.
I study their routines. I study their rituals. I study their habits. And what I realized from one of my mentors right now, he actually has a company on track of doing $50 million this year.
Wow.
He's only in his late 20s. He hasn't even hit 30. He's on the Forbes 30 under 30. And this is all he's been talking about this quarter is focus. This is all he has been talking about. He was saying we just in the world today, like I said, where we're so easily distracted by social media, right? Facebook, we got notifications going off all day. We got Instagram notifications going off all day. That's your thing. LinkedIn, Twitter. I mean, blogs being written every single day, and all these emails coming to your inbox every single day. So we're just in a distracted world. Phone ringing all day, text messages coming in all day, right? And so what he told me was, he said, Gerald, if you really want to get to that next level of success, this is what you need to do. You need to basically turn off all notifications on your cell phone throughout the day, right? You need to turn off all notifications. That's the first thing he told me. Really, he even said, if you really want to take it to an extent, really basically erase a lot of the applications off of your phone. That's what he told me, right? Because he told me that the most successful people in the world, from multimillionaires to billionaires, like I said, I'm not necessarily saying success is all a monetary type of thing, but of course, I always like to say to success needs clues.
Right.
A lot of these successful people, they're not on Facebook all day. Right? You're not seeing Leonardo DiCaprio, who's a famous actor. You're not seeing him on social media all day. You're not seeing Oprah Winfrey on social media all day. Mark Cuban. You're not seeing these people on social media all day, right? You barely see them.
Barely do.
Right? They bring a movie out, like Leonardo DiCaprio may bring a movie out, and then he disappears, right? You don't see him for months until that next movie comes out because he's focused on his craft.
Exactly.
Right? And so with that being said, that's what has basically created the shift in my mind and say, you know what, if I want to really get to that next level of success, I got to start adopting some of the habits that these people have. So I say that to say, instead of me hopping up in the morning and first thing like checking my Facebook and checking my emails, of course, I first of all groom myself, and then I pray to the higher power every morning. And then when I'm done with that, I immediately go to the gym. Right? I immediately go to the gym, and when I'm in the gym, I'm listening to some type of podcast, a YouTube video. I'm learning while I'm in the gym. Right? Now, but I'm not in the gym, once again, looking at my Facebook, looking at my Instagram, checking emails. I'm not doing none of that, right? When I'm done with the gym, I come back home, and I basically shower, and then after I shower, I usually get a little bit more into my spiritual part of my day. Right, I read some type of scripture and do some more praying. Then after that, I get into personal development. I read 10 pages of a personal development book every single morning. And then from there, I get into reviewing my goals. I do affirmations. And then once I do that, I'm pretty much ready to get into my day. Now, here's the thing about me when it comes to focus throughout my day. Once again, I'm not on Facebook throughout the day. Right now, if I hop on Facebook, if you see my little green light on, if you see my green light on, that means that I am answering messages from potential customers or clients for my business, or I'm reaching out to business owners. So basically, if it's not a profit-producing activity, I'm not involved with it on social media.
Wow.
Right? Another thing as well, I'm not answering random text messages throughout my day, and I'm not answering random phone calls throughout my day. If you have not scheduled an appointment on my calendar, you probably won't talk to me. All right? That's how I pretty much focus throughout the day. That's it. And not only that, a couple other things, because I want to give a ton of value on this live stream. I always schedule my day a day ahead. I always schedule my day a day ahead. And I work to really complete every task that I set out for a day before that next day.
Right.
And I work until every task is complete that I set out for that next day with no distractions. Wow. Whatever that may be. Whatever that may be. So that's pretty much how I do my day.
Wow, that's great, man.
Let's see who all hopped on here.
That's great.
Hey, ZJ. AJ. Nikki. All right, awesome.
That's some great stuff, man. So my last question I want to ask you, man, is, you know, if you can basically share with someone, let's just say that's someone that may be struggling to focus, like what piece of advice would you give them on what they should do first to start the process of focusing? So what would that one piece of advice be?
It's going to be this simple. Get rid of being on social media all day. That's what I would definitely recommend. A lot of people, especially people who claim they want to be entrepreneurs and business owners, they're on social media all day, but they're not being productive with social media. Right. So if you're building a business, you're on social media, you should be prospecting, or you should be marketing, setting up some type of advertisement, running ads. Outside of that, you have no reason to be on it, right? So that's the first thing. Like, definitely limit your time on social media when it comes to focus. That's a huge distraction. Also, I would definitely recommend as well, throughout your day, stop answering, once again, random text messages and random phone calls, right? Because when you do that, you now become a part of someone else's agenda.
Wow.
You now become a part of someone else's agenda when you do that. Focus on your own agenda that's in front of you that you set out for that day.
That's some great stuff.
And last thing, find something that you're great at, right? Something that you love to do going into 2018. And really make that your main focus in regards to working on your craft with that on a day-to-day basis. Of course, if you're in entrepreneurship or business, you want to identify a niche that you're going to tap into. You want to identify the problems and the frustrations that's within that niche. You want to focus on becoming a problem solver within that niche. And on a day-to-day basis, that's all you should be focusing on. Everything else should be thrown out the window. That's what I recommend.
That's some great stuff, man. Great stuff.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Did anybody get any value? If you got value, comment in the chat box that you got value.
Welcome, Jordan, by the way.
Welcome, welcome. Anybody got value? Oh, man.
They sleep? Are y'all asleep?
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, that's some great stuff, man. Great stuff.
I got that.
Awesome. Love it. I love it. I love it. Cool. I guess those people sleep. Okay. Keisha, value. Awesome.
Okay.
Millionaires.
Those are the 1% members in the building.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Great stuff. Great
awesome.
Stuff.
Awesome.
All right. Who else? Sinette.
I've already started doing some of those things. Awesome.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff, Sinette. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. All right, so now it's my turn. I'm basically going to ask Antonio a few questions about focus, and we're going to go from there. All right, so Antonio, if you could talk to our viewers today about your perspective on the importance of focus. Like, what's the importance of focusing in today's time?
All right, great question. So the importance of focusing in this day and age is extremely important. Jared can tell you this. I was an individual that was all over the place doing a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that. But Jared really, really had to, speak life into me like, Tone, man, if you really want to crush it, bro, you have to just focus on that one thing. And that just go back to what he was saying, just focusing on that one thing. Because like he said, you want to get rid of all distractions. And like he was saying, like with the phone calls, like if it's not an emergency, I'm not going to respond. But if it is an emergency, you'll have enough sense to call me if it is. But other than that, you just can't go through life, you know, just your mind just everywhere, right? So you just have to really narrow down to one thing, focus on what that is, because if it's not adding value to your life, you need to just eliminate it and get rid of the distractions, because it's going to hold you back. And like you said, you responding to everybody else, that you're a part of their agenda now. So at the end of the day, you just have to really narrow your focus down. It's really simple. Just narrow your focus down, because like it's a lot of people, you know, they don't know how to focus. And like you said, a lot of successful individuals that I know, I mean, even from Kevin Hart, even from Future, like me and Gerald, we watched a documentary with Future, and he was just talking about how he just stayed focused. He stayed in the studio. Like he didn't even party, he didn't date or anything. This man was just focusing on his craft for some years. And that's why he's one of the top artists right now that's crushing it in the game. So you have to understand that if successful people that you look up to is having all this success, you know what they're doing. Focus is one of the key things that they are doing, and that they adapted, or, you know, should I say that they grasp concept of, you know, with their life and business, whatever the case may be. That's what you need to do. Follow successful people. Like Gerald said, success leaves clues. So you need to be the one that's going to pick those clues up, because like we always say, success principles are easy to find but hard to follow. Not too many people are willing to do what it takes to get to the next level. And so if you really want to get to the next level, you have to focus.
Yeah.
Straight like
and
that.
Every successful person you study, I mean, I was listening to a documentary from Kobe Bryant a couple of days ago. Of course, we know he's retired now, but even just listening to his documentary, because I like to study like great athletes, great actors, actresses, business people, the whole nine. And I was studying Kobe Bryant. And he said, I mean, literally for well over 20 years, he got up every single morning at 4 a.m. and hit the court before everybody else, because he was focused on becoming the greatest of all time, right? And that's arguably, of course, we got Jordan and we got Magic Johnson, we got a lot of people. But at the end of the day, like he said, he was focused on becoming one of the greatest of all time in the game of basketball. So he was willing to get up every single morning at 4 a.m. and focus on his game for years. And that's how he became one of the best. And that's what it takes.
Absolutely.
So glad you hit on that.
Oh, yeah.
So next question. So same question for you.
Okay.
So how do you focus in today's time? Like, we talking about focus, and I know you say you basically learned some things from me. How have you been able to use the ability to focus to basically build your business and your career?
All right, perfect. So me personally, and, you know, in my life and my business with the focusing aspect, Gerald, you know, just to go back on, because Gerald put me on a lot of stuff. Like when he was sharing about, you know, deleting certain apps to get rid of all the notifications. That's what I had to do. And I mean, honestly, just in a week's time, just by me putting in that, you know, just doing that one simple thing, I found myself more focused. I'm able to get more done than I've ever done. Well, I won't say that I ever done, but I get more done throughout my day, whether I'm taking care of family business, or even if I just have time for myself, or I'm just focusing on my business, I have more time and I'm able to get a lot of more stuff done just by focusing. You know, I wake up in the morning, you know, of course I pray to a higher power. I get on a prayer call with my network. And that's one of the things, you know, I just eliminate all distractions. And one thing that I also started doing was, even when I'm reading my word or any type of personal development, I'll put my phone in the other room, right? I put my phone in another room. I have it on complete silent, because any distraction, whether it's ringing, if I hear a notification of somebody texting me, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case may be, I know that if I hear it, I'm going to go in there, stop doing what I'm doing to respond to whoever may be reaching out to me. Right. And so that was one of the things that I had to do and had to develop. And I mean, it's been a great thing. Like, I'm quite sure most of y'all can agree. You know, we so distracted, we sometimes take our phones in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We take our phone to the restroom.
Right.
Right? We handle our business, we on the phone, look at us, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, I just leave my phone in a place where I know I can't get to, and I just cut off everything. So that's one of the things that I've actually implemented that I've been working on lately too, man, that really helped me, you know, to really focus and really get a lot of stuff done. So that's pretty much
I'm
it.
going to tell you this. I hear some of that rise of the 1% six-figure inner circle in him. We talk about some of that on certain calls that we've had. By the way, no sales pitch at all, but if you want information on our rise of the 1% six-figure inner circle, where we coach on a lot of these different things, and we basically assist people on taking them from wherever they are to create a six-figure and above business, just shoot myself an inbox. Shoot myself an inbox, and we can chat about that. Let's see who else is on here. Jeremy, what's going on? What's going on? All right, so that's that. All right, so last question, Mr. Millhouse. So what will be your words to people that view this live stream today in regards to what do they need to do moving forward, actionable steps to really focus?
All right, perfect. So the first thing that you need to do is identify what's not giving you identify what's not value to you. All right. Identify what those distractions may be for you. Just write it down. And another thing that you can do too is get a list, write it down, you know, have what distracts you the most and what doesn't. And look at that list and compare. So if you have more distractions than more stuff on your list that you focus on more, then you need to do something to make that change. So what I would recommend is start focusing and putting your time and focusing your time on stuff that's going to add value to what you're doing. Because if it's not adding value to you, then you just need to ignore it, eliminate it, get rid of it, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, I just encourage you, even if one thing that we just shared, whether that's deleting your Facebook app or just muting your notifications, just implement what you just heard from us from both perspectives. And what I would recommend is just give it a shot. And I would love to know how it worked out for you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, just, you know, it's a mindset thing. All right. You have to develop your mind to just focus and not be all over the place. So that piece of advice is just focus and just get rid of all distractions and stuff that's not adding value to your life.
Awesome stuff.
So yeah.
Great stuff. Absolutely. So that's pretty much what we have to say about
what's up.
Focus. What's going on, Alexander? Yeah, because and my last thing I'll say that we'll answer any questions from you all is that if you want to be great at anything you do, you got to value your time. You got to value your time, because when I see a lot of marketers throughout the day constantly online, I know what they're doing. They're scrolling up and down the news feed all day, looking at what everybody else is doing. They're hopping on everybody else's profile page. They're wasting time. While they're doing that, they could be working on themselves. So while they're doing that, I mean, we're working, right? It don't necessarily mean work, because I don't really look at what I do as work, because I love what I do, but we're basically working on our mission, right? While everybody else is like wasting time throughout the day. So while everybody else is wasting time throughout the day, I mean, we're doing strategy session calls with business owners here and there. We're closing deals here and there, right? We're setting up new marketing campaigns, running those marketing campaigns. And we're not doing that. I mean, we're just enjoying life, kicking back with our family, right? Being present in the moment.
That's right.
That's something I recommend as well, right? Going into 2018. You sit down at the dinner table with your family, put the phone away.
Yeah.
Right? That's family time.
That's right.
Put the phone away.
That's right.
Be present in the moment. You go out to eat with your family, put the phone away.
That's right.
Put the phone away.
Yeah.
This is like an electronic brain reducer in today's time. Yeah. It's crazy. And we get these hits of dopamine where every time we post a picture or video on Facebook, we got to constantly be going back to Facebook and Instagram and see how many people like it, how many people comment and share it, because that's that hit of dopamine.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is. I recommend work on that cure to that addiction going into 2018. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to change your life. This is not for like pain to you. It's going to change your life. You're going to see how much more you're going to accomplish, how much more productive you're going to be when you're doing that. Because a lot of people say, I don't have time to do certain things when it comes to growing a business and being successful. You got to look at how you use your 24 hours. All of us have the same 24 hours in a day. You got the same 24 hours as Sean P. Diddy Combs, as Oprah Winfrey, right? As any successful person, you got the same 24 hours as Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, all these different people. You got the same 24 hours. How you use it?
Yep.
So we all have time.
Exactly. It's just an excuse that we don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So that's what I would leave you all with. It was crazy today. I was in the doctor's office for a moment. I just looking over at this young lady. She just constantly on her phone. I'm like, just constantly on her phone. I'm like, all she doing is scrolling, just looking at what everybody else is doing, being in everybody else's business, basically following into everybody else's agenda instead of focusing on your own agenda at that particular time. You're in the doctor's office. You need to be present anyway of what's going to take place in this doctor's office. You're constantly on the phone scrolling, trying to see what everybody else is doing. Let's eliminate in 2018. Let's eliminate that.
Absolutely.
Any questions from you all to us? I don't want to ramble on and on, but I just thought it'd be good to share that type of stuff today. Because I know we talk a lot about marketing and building businesses and advertising, but I was like, you know what? Today I think we need to come from more of a mindset perspective. Talk about focus, talk about productivity, talk about crushing your goals in 2018 and what it takes.
That's right.
What it takes.
You're right. 100.
Lakeisha laughing, say you're right. I'm telling you. We got to focus. I was talking to Lakeisha last night, right? Lakeisha is actually a part of our Rising 1% Six-Figure Inner Circle. So I was telling her last night about that, about like cutting her phone off while she's working on projects for her business, right? She was working to get a webinar done that she's going to be doing tomorrow, right? I said, hey, cut your phone off. Cut away all distractions. Get focused on that webinar that you create. Right. Anything that have nothing to do with that, don't even tend to it during those hours. That simple.
Straight like that.
Absolutely. That's the importance of having coaching and mentorship. We're going to win some championships in 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Here go one right here. Lakeisha Hamilton on here. Jeremy, Sanette. We're going to win some championships, baby. We're going for more rings than Kobe and Michael. I'm telling you straight up, success stories coming all out the rise.
Oh, yeah.
Coaching and mentorship is very important, guys. If you don't have one, whether it's us or not, find your coach in 2018. That's another success tip.
That's right.
Any questions? Any questions?
Let's get it. That's right, Jeremy. Gotta get it, man.
All right, we don't have nothing else, guys. We don't want to ramble. We won't make it a rambling session. Let's get it. Awesome. Right. My phone stay ringing. Yeah, I'm telling you, I already know Lakeisha, yeah, your phone, you always on the phone. But you're on the phone handling business.
Right.
So that's good stuff.
Being productive.
And Jeremy, absolutely. Let's get it, brother. 2018, the revolution. Let's get it. Once again, if you want any information on the Rise Six-Figure Inner Circle, you can actually inbox me or Antonio. It doesn't really matter. Just inbox us if you want information on our Rise to 1% Six-Figure Inner Circle. We go more in detail on talking about subjects like this and actually taking action on it too and having accountability. All right, having accountability. Right, we have some Six-Figure Inner Circle members on here right now. All right, so it's definitely real. And why the reason we call it Six-Figure Inner Circle is because in 2018 we got a lot of people finna crush that six-figure mark and above within our program, building businesses, entrepreneurship, solving problems, helping people, and being an impact on the world. So if you're an impactor, you want to join the revolution, join the movement. We don't take everybody. You got to apply. You got to qualify. But we definitely can have a discussion to see if it'll be a fit for us to work with each other in 2018. Just shoot an inbox to myself or Antonio Millhouse. It doesn't even matter.
That's right.
And we'll get with you. All right. So that's it. You all have a phenomenal rest of the day and night on purpose. We out of here. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.